So let's talk about Charlton versus Doncaster. Very good game at the weekend. No vlog, so I've got to compensate for the lack of a vlog with a little bit of a match review, talking about how the game went, the future games as well. So that's what we're doing today. So the game was pretty good. As 1-0's go, it was quite entertaining. I went with my mate. He doesn't often go to Charlton. I think the last game was last season when we were pretty terrible, and he said that this time it was actually a good game to watch. We played nice football. I think a key comment from Carl Robinson in his post-match interview was that we were all 7 out of 10s. Every player really was a 7 out of 10. You can't really ask much more. We probably could have played a little bit better, stepped it up a little bit, got out of third gear maybe, but we did enough to win the game. Maybe we could have scored another one. 2-0 would have been a little bit more comfortable, but at the end of the day, 3 points all that matters. Now, the star players, in my opinion, were Tariqe Fosu and Konsa. They were unbelievable at the back. Fosu is just absolutely calm. He loves just like being elegant in what he does. He'll just take a touch, like a really difficult fizzed ball will come and he'll just take a little touch, scoop it over, play a pass. Loved watching Tariqe Fosu play so calmly at the back. Konsa stepping up at the right time, great decision making, very big physical lad, and I think if we can keep hold of him in January and beyond, we are going to be in for a really, really good player in our club in Konsa. CB, CDM, who cares? We want him on the pitch, he's quality. Tariqe Fosu was also on fire again. He occasionally made a few bad decisions. There was one instance where he could have passed the ball over to Josh Magennis, but he decided to get a bit greedy, maybe a bit carried away. Carl Robinson also picked up on this in an interview and said that sometimes he makes the wrong decision, he gets a bit carried away, and we need to be a bit firm on him, and he needs to still learn a lot more. But I think it's 6 goals in his first 12 games. What more can you ask for, really, from Tariqe Fosu? Excellent performance again. Lovely little dribbles that he was doing. Great close control. He skips away. He's fast. He's obviously got a good shot on him. The goal that he scored was, in the end, integral to us getting 3 points instead of 1, obviously. And I think we've got a really good player. I think, actually, if you think about it, he was like the key signing of the summer for Charlton. I think all our other signings without Tariqe Fosu, there would have been a lot more grumbles, which is weird to say, but I think if you think about it, he's the one where you go, okay, like we've signed a young, promising, upcoming winger permanently, not on a loan. That is not really very Roland, if you ask me. So he is a key signing. He's been really, really good. And I wonder where we'd be in the table without him, with Marshall's injury and all that kind of stuff. To be honest, I think we might be mid-table. Ricky Holmes had a little bit of an off day. He was still really good at points. He took the ball all the way up the pitch, you know, dribbled past about 4 players and nearly set us on a really good counter-attack at one point. But then at other points, he misplaced a couple of free kicks. He overhit one. I think he overhit a free kick and underhit a cross. So he wasn't really on it 100%, but he was there for his desire, his application, his effort. 100%. He was the same old normal Ricky Holmes. You know what I mean? So can't fault him at all for that. Josh Magennis also laid out the ref. Basically, the ref was really, really, really bad in the first half. He made some poor decisions. He booked Tariqe Fosu, who had contact on him for a penalty, in my opinion. I need to actually watch it back properly again, but I've seen it back once and I thought, yeah, that was probably contact. Maybe he went down a bit easily, but to book him for simulation for diving, I think was a bit of a joke. But he had a few bad decisions in the first half. Then I think Josh Magennis just thought, you know what, I'm going to lay this geezer out in the second half, sorry. And basically the kickoff came, we pressed really, really quickly, and Josh Magennis just went straight whack into the ref, who stayed on the floor, and then we had to get, I think it was the lino or the assistant ref or some sort of geezer, had to come on and referee the rest of the game, and he was okay. He made a few bad decisions, but it was funny. But I hope he's all right, because he was concussed, and concussion's never nice, you know. So I hope he's all right, but he was an absolutely shocking ref. So the only other talking point, really, no Marshall in the squad. I think that he had a little bit of a knock, according to Carl Robinson's interview, post-match interview, in training, where he tried to roll a defender, and I think he felt something in his calf tighten up a bit. I think you've got to be careful as well with his age. I think he's 30 years old, Marshall, roughly about that age. So you start picking up more permanent problems. The game starts to take its toll on you a little bit more, on your body, as you get towards that age. So we can't take any risks with him. We don't want him to come back for 60 minutes and then be out for another 4 games. So I don't mind it. Glad that we're getting the I love the fact that we get the honest update on injuries from Carl Robinson. That's one thing I do like about him, is sort of transparency. I will hopefully expect to see him at the Oxford game tomorrow. And talking of the Oxford game tomorrow, I will be vlogging it. The next batch of games is really, really important for us. If you have a look at the table here, it shows that Bradford and Oxford, our next 2 games, are really direct promotion rivals. And I think if we can, I don't think Shrewsbury can keep up what they're doing for too long. Not to say they won't have a great season, not to say they might not push for automatics or playoffs, but I don't think they can keep it up for the whole season, and therefore I think that's ours for the taking, Oxford's for the taking, Scunthorpe's for the taking, Blackburn's, Bradford's, all these kinds of teams can push for that automatic place. If we can get good results over the people that are up there at the moment, then that will be a really good thing, obviously, and we can really push for that second promotion spot. I do think Wigan are going to run away with the league. Hopefully they'll hit a bit of bad form and we can go on and be champions, but that's a bit of wishful thinking in a way. I think we can get second if we really just stay clear of injuries, keep the form going, keep the positive attitude, keep the momentum. But point is, if we get 2 good results in the next 2 games, I am really, really happy. So that's all I'm going to say for today. The vlog will be coming up probably on Wednesday for the Oxford game. Going to be interesting. Only my 3rd away game of the season, I think. I'll try and do a few little things before the game, maybe interviews. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what the atmosphere is going to be like, how many fans I'm going to be able to get hold of, but we might do that. But either way, the vlog's coming out on Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, and sweet.